Hello everyone, Namaste. My name is Luke Elijah. Thank you for watching this video. My wonderful guest with me today is Dr. Julia Lim. Thank you, Julia, for agreeing to come on my talk show.
My pleasure.
Right, Julia is a very fascinating lady. She is one of the founding pioneer members of the One Heart Holistic Center. She's also a raw vegan, as well as a transformational yoga instructor and a transpersonal psychotherapist. Okay, Julia, could you tell us a little bit more about yourself and your own spiritual awakening?
Okay. Well, I call myself more like a holistic wellness practitioner. Why I decided to come to this path? Before that, all my years I've been in education in different capacities, but it is really a midlife crisis, something like an awakening 3-4 years ago, where I really felt that I was not really doing what I was supposed to do, my true purpose. So of course that began a series of unraveling and unraveling in the sense that I did a lot of personal work to understand what is all these discomforts and depression and frustrations that was going through, and that opened me up to a whole spectrum of different kinds of healing modalities, and I tried to understand it through my own psychological training and my education, and I was very moved by my own process and the things that I have experienced, and it really gave me new impetus that I want to make holistic wellness really my calling and my work.
Yeah, so it became self-discovery, became a priority in your life to integrate all these aspects. Awesome. Right. Could you tell us a little bit more about transpersonal psychotherapy? What does it entail and involve?
Well, transpersonal psychology is just, what my teacher Jacqueline Small would call the fourth wave of psychology, where you really look at the inner processes, the inner growth within a person, and this inner growth within a person can be facilitated by a whole range of different processes, and whatever a person goes through, there's no valid or invalid experiences. All are valid in the transpersonal field. It's only a matter of using all the material that the subconscious throws up, all the material of the person's experiences, to pull together a more coherent understanding and a more powerful understanding that can help transformation, that can help one to come closer to your essential self.
I like how you were sharing me earlier before about how you're assisting clients to look at the reflection of themselves. It's like a mirror of themselves, right? And then they understand themselves better. It's a modality that enables them to discover themselves and all the issues that they have. And then you find the right method to clear it through either breath work or chanting or mantras and even yoga. Speaking of which, tell us more about transformational yoga. How does it differ from the other yoga disciplines such as Ashtanga, Vinyasa, Hatha?
Okay, maybe two questions. So I'll talk a little bit more about the mirror work that modalities that I use. I call them mirrors because, to grow internally, we usually can't by our present understanding of ourselves. We need mirrors to be held up to understand ourselves much more. For example, I was trained in psychological testing, so psychological tests is a way, like personality test is a way for us to mirror to us something that we might be our blind spots, things that we might not understand about ourselves, or a holistic picture of who we are. But as I go through life, I found that there are actually more sophisticated tools that we can also use, sometimes more esoteric, but nevertheless very, very effective and powerful. So that's why I studied astrology. I apprenticed with Adam Allendas, and I did psychology, astrology, and that has become one of my favorite mirror tools to help people understand their life path, their personality makeup, and that there's no point, fighting against certain things, but, to surrender to whatever forces that's carrying you towards a certain direction or destiny in life. Well, so that's one of the mirror tools I use. Another one is, of course, my favorite integrative breathworks, which I learned from Jacqueline Small and my other teachers in Texas. This breathworks is really, I wouldn't call it even like a process of intervention at all. It's nothing of that sort. It's more like holding of space, a creation of a space for the person to come to where they feel safe, where they feel like they can be guided through, not verbally only, but through the use of music or very, very specially designed music sequences, for them to be guided through visualizations as well as different experiences. Whatever that the subconscious throws up at you are material that we sit together in groups or individually to make sense of. We can also weave in artwork. We can also weave in archetypal work. So these are the different things that I do to help the individual move towards a greater expression of themselves.
It sounds very multifaceted, multidimensional. Right. Could you tell us more about the yoga that you do?
Yeah, okay. Transformational yoga. Transformational yoga, and I must mention it in the same breath as raw foods, because this is something that's introduced to me by my best friend, Linda Lu, and it has been a great help to me through my unraveling in my crisis years. So, transformational yoga is different than other yogas in a sense that it recognizes that the self has many different bodies that need to bring into alignment. We are not only our physical self, so it's not only about asanas and holding poses and so on, but we are also emotional beings. Okay, we have the emotional body, we have the mental body, we have the psychic body, and all these might be totally out of alignment. And again, we do not talk ourselves into alignment. We use different aspects, different methodology. We use asanas. In our practice, we weave in breath, which is the pranayama. We also weave in mantras. We weave in meditation as well. And we practice it according to the science of understanding our body energy system. So there will be a conscious design of the poses to in consideration of the kundalini in our body, as well as the cleansing of the chakras. So it is I would say it's one of the more scientific approaches towards yoga, and I'm really, really very pleased with it, and I have benefited a great deal from it. That's why I decided to be a yoga teacher. And yoga and raw foods is one of the main things that has helped me to transform my life, in a sense that before 4 years ago, I was really like 20 kg overweight. At that time, I was trying to really make a breakthrough, and these were the things that actually caused great changes. It gave me greater clarity, so much more energy, and I think it was always there to support my unfolding and my growth. In fact, if I think about myself like 4 years ago and now, in terms of my level of confidence, my level of awareness, and my integratedness as a person, I'm very, very different. So I have that to thank. And of course,
now I understand why you consider and call yourself a holistic health practitioner, because you actually supply a complete package to your clients, right? Through healthy eating, through understanding their personality, through astrological charts, through breath work, through mantras, and this it's just a complete overhaul, right? It's a holistic wellness package that you're offering, and I think it's awesome, and you're the perfect example, because you use yourself, you completely transform and overhaul your life from your health to your emotional and physical and mental well-being. So just what you mentioned is just not only our physical body. Yoga should be a way of life. It's a whole seamless transition and transformation of your body, mind, and spirit.
You can see.
Julia, could you tell us where can we go to find out more about some of the ongoing workshops and events that you hold at One Heart?
Okay, I hold personal sessions, so it can be as simple as an astrological reading as a mirror tool, or it could be a personal breathwork session, or it can be just basically consultation and counseling. But we also have workshops like breathwork workshops, life path discovery workshops, even like raw food workshops, and various other things. So you can go to www.oneheart.sg to find out more about our programs, our Facebook page as well, and also you can contact me directly at my email at julialimtm@gmail.com.
That's awesome. I'll be placing these links as well as Julia's personal email below this video, so please feel free to click on them and contact Julia. Right. Thank you again, Julia, for coming on board to share with us your expertise and all your love and your experience. Right. She has much to give. She also will be at the One Heart's Equinox Festival happening this weekend, but they're having it regularly 4 times a year. So do check on their website for more events and workshops conducted by them. Alright, thank you again, Julia.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my video channel and we'll see you again in the next one. Thank you.